What's going on, guys and girls? It's GhostRobo, and welcome to a more personal me and you fireside chat type video. I haven't done one of these in a while. It's been a whirlwind of a start to 2015. I moved into a new house in the middle of winter, which was kind of crazy. I still have half my stuff or more packed up because the most important thing was getting my office set up, getting my bedroom set up, getting the kitchen set up. And other than that, I've basically been either too tired to do anything or too busy to do anything. Letting you guys in to a little bit more of the Zach side of things. Like, I have been exhausted. I get so tired because I stay up so late. And it's not because I have like a sleeping problem. It's not because there's something bad going on. It's just because my mind goes and goes and goes and it doesn't stop. And I want to make things like perfect that day. I'm really big on like having fun and doing a great job and being productive. And if I'm not, maybe some of you guys get like this as well, I want to like make it right at the end of the night. And then you get in this vicious cycle where you're a little bit tired and so you don't get as much done, you stay up later, and then the next day you're more tired so you get less done so you stay up later. And the next day, you can see where this goes, and it gets to the point where I literally had 2 days earlier this week where I couldn't do anything. I was awake in like a zombie state. And it was so weird because I was so exhausted. I wasn't even tired, but I was so exhausted that I literally couldn't get anything done. I just sat in this office for like 7 hours like, I'm gonna make the videos. And it wasn't like I was falling asleep. It's just like I was in like a warp zone. But anyways, what I wanted to mostly talk to you about is I've been a little lost lately on the channel. When I started this whole thing back in 2010, my goal was to be the best walkthrough guy on YouTube. I love playing through games. I love thinking about them. I love talking about them. And that was sort of my goal. Well, since then, things have changed a lot. Things have evolved for myself, for gaming, for YouTube. And walkthroughs aren't what they used to be. Now, I definitely bit myself in the butt, which probably didn't taste good many times throughout the last 4 years by not finishing series. And I know that that upset a lot of people. And I kicked myself in the butt because biting it is just gross, because I know that that was a huge mistake. But I'm at a point now where we have achieved so many cool things. Over 1 million subscribers, some sweet t-shirts, a great community, a huge following on Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. Like a very eclectic base as well. Like there's young people, old people, boys, girls, you know, parents, kids, everything in between within our channel, which is fantastic. But it's also put me in a spot where I don't even really know what to record anymore. Sometimes I get in these modes where I'm totally like, I don't know what to play. I don't know what people want to see because fans have come from so many different places. The original LA Noire and Dead Space 2 and Portal 2 and Mortal Kombat 9 series. The more recent, you know, Last of Us and that kind of stuff. The middle series like Catherine, the blind boxes, the taste test. And I love doing all of it. I'm very like that. I'm sporadic. I jump around a lot. I change focus and feeling throughout the day. Like even things that I normally love, sometimes like foods or movies or games, I'll just not like for a while. I even get goofy enough to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if I like my friends or girlfriends some days. Like I oscillate quite a bit. And I have a main, you know, line of what I love. Like I love video games. I adore my family. I love you guys. I love green apples. I love the Detroit Lions. There's plenty of stuff that stays constant. But I don't have like a favorite game. I don't have like a favorite thing. So it's hard for me to be like, I'm just going to do Minecraft for the rest of eternity. So I get lost of like, what kind of videos do you guys most like? Why are you watching me and what do you want to see more of? And I feel like I've sort of drifted into a weird place lately where I'll be straight up honest, like the views are disappointing. I don't know why things aren't hitting the mark as well as I feel like they should be. For example, my Resident Evil Revelations 2 series had face cam. I thought it was really fun. I had a great time or a terrible time, depending on how you look at things. It was scary. And I love those videos, and they got far less views than anything I've done in like the last 4 or 5 months. It just makes me confused. I get so much feedback of like, Ghost, you gotta do more gameplay. We're getting sick of the blind boxes and the unboxings and the FaceTime with your brothers and girlfriend and family. And then I'll put like more gameplay variety and people will be like, where are the taste tests? Where are the blind boxes? I'll play a bunch of Evolve because I'm super into that game. And people will be like, where's the variety? And then I'll do something new and people will be like, where's the Evolve? And it makes me confused. And most people will probably say like, do what you love, do what you enjoy most. But one of the things I enjoy most is having fun with you guys and doing you guys proud. And I enjoy literally every genre of games. So I'm not hurting myself in any way by like focusing mostly on Evolve type multiplayer games or mostly on Nintendo type games. Like I'm a very happy, joyful person. I have Patrick Star stickers and I'm 25. Like, this is how I'll always be. I'll be young, I'll be fun, I'll be fresh. I can't picture myself ever being like old and boring. Like when I'm 30, 35, 40, I still plan on having a ton of fun and smiling all the time and making things as good as I can. And I'll be honest, like I've been stressed out so much lately, up till 4 a.m. trying to figure out what you guys want most and what GhostRobo should be most. I've had people tell me that, you know, you try to do too much. There's too much crazy variety and it's not focused in enough. Like maybe I need a schedule. And I'm not even saying like, tell me what to do. I'm just kind of wanting to share my thoughts with you guys and maybe get a little feedback from you guys, whether it's in comment form or email form, ghostrobo@gmail.com. That's always an open door for you guys to write me. I try to respond back to as many people as I can there and on Twitter. And I read the comments as well. But just like, you know, I look at some channels, and I don't know if I want to name names here, but they'll do very similar things to me and get 10 times the views, and I don't understand why. And I'm not even, like, concerned about, you know, people be like, oh, you just want the money behind it, you just want the numbers behind it. For me, it's mostly, like, I want to feel proud, and I want to feel like I'm doing right by you guys, and that I'm making a positive impact. And, like, one thing that I've thought about a lot is maybe my problem is honestly that I don't swear and I don't scream. Now, I'm a very positive, moral person. I do swear, though, in regular life, and I do scream occasionally. I could incorporate that into the channel, but I feel like the family-friendly nature of GhostRobo has been something that I've been super just strict on and proud of for the longest time, and I don't know that I want to let that go, even if I feel like that might be one of the main things holding me back. But I know that there's so much potential, and I just feel like it hasn't been fully unlocked yet. And it's hard for me because there's not one set of games that I love. Like, I love doing the goofy Nintendo games. I love doing the silly blind boxes. At the same time, I love talking hardcore about games. And I've thought about splitting things into 2 channels. I thought about going all in on a gaming channel, which would be this channel, and keeping it very gameplay focused, the podcast, incorporating Facecam, and then starting a second channel, legit this time, that would house the taste test, the blind boxes, and vlogs, so that there would not be a mixing of the streams. I know some people love that, but some people seem to get very upset that there is a Felix the Cat bag of tricks on the channel, and you open it up, and some days you may get vlogs, some days you may get gameplay. One thing that I'm also thinking of is like walkthroughs. Walkthroughs are something that I really, really like because it's a great way for me to share the game with you guys. But at the same time, I feel like walkthroughs are going out of style or have gone out of style. There's basically one guy that owns the walkthrough space, and everybody else is sort of bottom feeding for whatever morsels drop down. It's hard because games are games. That hasn't changed. So the way that you cover them, it's not like there's a brand new thing. It's not like we're in VR world and now you need to see my body and arms. Maybe that comes in like 3 or 4 years, but it's not here yet. So it's like, how can I cover games in not a walkthrough way? One of my favorite things has been the Evolve series because that's like multiplayer gameplay. It's one-off videos and everyone kind of tells its own story. What other games like that would you like to see? Are there other ones besides Evolve that maybe some of you hardcore fans that have joined on with that series would enjoy watching me play or upcoming? Another thing that just can't be denied is the fact that games have sort of sucked lately, at least in terms of like watchable games. Like there's plenty of fun indie stuff lately that won't play well on YouTube. I thought The Order was actually really fun, and that turned out to be a terrible YouTube game. And there hasn't been anything like, The Last of Us that provided single player and multiplayer, like Grand Theft Auto 5, even Assassin's Creed isn't what it used to be because people have seen it so much. So it's like, part of it is the fact that the games haven't been there, and they will be soon. We've got stuff like Bloodborne, The Witcher 3, Batman Arkham Knight, and I do plan on covering all those for sure. In no way am I going away from gameplay. But I'm just trying to find, like, I know that there are a lot of people that really like coming to GhostRobo and coming to me for games, for fun, for after-school entertainment, for, you know, a positive pick-me-up. And I just want to be able to deliver that content the best way possible. And I feel like I'm missing the mark lately. And maybe it's all in my head. You ever have that thing where you think you did a terrible job, like on a phone call or at an interview or on a test, and then you actually ended up doing fine and nobody noticed a difference? That happens to me a lot. I'll feel like I'm doing terrible, and then everyone else will be like, no, it's good, because I'm so picky and a perfectionist with my own self that I notice, like, oh my God, you didn't say this right, or you didn't do that right, or you glanced over here weird, or you didn't, you know, smile perfectly, or your hair is out of place. So I worry a lot. I'm like a worrier. I'm the same person that goes to a movie theater. I'm like, I hope no one has a gun in here. And it still bothers me. I know it's totally irrational, but I do stress and worry a lot. And more than anything, this YouTube thing has kept me up. And I've been exhausted lately. And it's not a fault of anything. It's just kind of how it's been. And I want to like get that straightened out. And one of the main things is I just got to sleep more. I know that. You don't have to tell me that. The other thing is I want to kind of get ironed out what I'm doing, because I've been doing this for 4.5 years, and I feel like most people have such a routine with it. They know what they do. They know what they play. They know the group of guys they record with. They've got a system down. And I feel like from the start, I've kind of been flowing. Like there hasn't been a solidified state of GhostRobo. And that has been beautiful in its own way, because we've been able to adjust and move around and play tons of different things. There's very few channels that, you know, do like Mario Kart and Five Nights at Freddy's and, you know, The Last of Us and podcast and reviews and blind boxes and, you know, but at the same time that can be overwhelming for me and for you guys. I look at some of these channels and I'll just throw one name out who I've been interested in lately is Dashy. And now obviously our commentary styles are totally different, but I love the fact that, you know, he throws out a video on Resident Evil Revelations 2, he throws out a Mario Kart video, he plays some Donkey Kong, plays a little bit of Evolve, he plays a little, you know, a lot of different things, one-off videos, maybe a couple of videos, and yet they're so entertaining, and his fans eat them up so much. And I want to find a way to convey my content in that way that people enjoy it. Sometimes I feel like I'm making videos and I'm like, this isn't my best work, and I apologize for that. I haven't been at full energy for a long time. In fact, I can't even remember the last time I felt like 100% normal myself, because I push myself really hard. And part of the reason, main reason even, is that I want to do a phenomenal job and be the best I can be and create this to be the best thing for you guys. So I'm just curious, any thoughts you have, any ideas you have. You know, I look at a channel like Game Grumps, who I equally have enjoyed lately, and they play the oldest stuff, 20-year-old games. Man, if I played a 20-year-old game, people would be like, blah, where's the freaking Order? Where's Evolve? Where's Bloodborne? To me, the best channels are the ones that are about the fun of the video, not the content of the video, if that makes sense. So it's not about the newest release game. It's about the laughs that are had. It's not about the best graphics. It's about the best friends that have a good time together. And that is what I'm kind of striving for. And that is why I created blind boxes and taste tests, because it was a way for me to bring in more enthusiasm and just smiles, because that's been my goal since I was like very young, 8, 9, 10 years old. Ask my mom. People would ask what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I would say, well, I'd say I want to be a millionaire, because I was silly back then. But then I would say I want to make people happy. I want to make people smile. Like, I had ideas when I was younger of, like, again, they're childish ideas, but I want to make a Project Smiles where I, you know, fill backpacks with fun stuff and give them to, you know, underprivileged kids. And, like, I really have always wanted to just bring a little bit more positivity and a little bit more bright light into the world. And I feel like my light right now is like, you know how when you focus a light, it burns? And I don't want to burn you guys at all. I just want to focus it so it's powerful, instead of being like, if you open up a light bulb without a cone, it just spreads and disperses. But a cone can focus and really deliver its intention, which is making things brighter. And that's my intention as well. So looking to see what you guys think about this. If you don't have any thoughts, that's fine as well. It's just an opportunity for me to talk to you guys and say hi. I'm heading off to PAX in a couple minutes. I'm actually running a little bit behind. I got to get out there. I'm going to have a blast this weekend, and it's going to be so fun because I've got a big Evolve Pro-Am tournament that's going to be great, and I'll share that with you guys. I'm going to be seeing some sweet games. I'm going to be playing The Witcher 3. And I'm going to be meeting, hopefully, some of you, YouTube friends as well. And I'm bringing both my brothers this time, which I've never done, Noah is 13. He's never been to an event, but I thought PAX East would be the perfect time to sort of introduce him to that whole circus of fun, and it should be a great time. Like, look, all in all, life is fantastic. There's so many beautiful things in this world, and I feel like society as a whole is moving so fast, and part of the YouTube conundrum is like, man, I think differently. Like, the way that I think about the world and the way I think about games and stuff is just different from most. And I sort of want to smell more of the roses than sprint on by and find the next, in-your-face thing. Like, I've incorporated a lot more silliness and laughs into my videos. And I was watching some old videos the other day, and, like, I was calmer, but it wasn't as, like, blah. And, like, I feel like everything nowadays is blah, and there's not a lot of room for the serious or more thought-provoking stuff. I don't know. I mean, it's hard for me to know as well, because I don't know how old everybody out there is. Like, I don't know if my main audience is 10, 12, 20, 40. I don't know. You can lie on YouTube and say you're however old you are, so that does me no good. But yeah, I hope this makes sense. It's probably coming off incredibly scattered. All in all, like, if you don't remember anything about this video, know that I love you guys and know that I appreciate you so much. We just put out the, it's submitted, the podcast is on iTunes, and you'll see that very soon, if not already, and there's some sweet stuff going with that. That's something I'm really excited about, and thank you guys for supporting and making possible. But you guys have made things incredibly awesome for me, and my goal is to return the favor, and I know that I've done that for a lot of people via fun, positive, upbeat, happy videos, and I just want to do an even better job of that. And part of this is like totally on me. Like, I have to sleep better so I have more energy. I have to get more energy so that I can make better videos. I got to make better videos so I can give my best efforts to you guys. But I'm just wondering if maybe you could help guide some of my craziness and find a focus for this, because lately the videos just haven't been what I've wanted them to be. I know there's like so many people that want to watch stuff, and yet we'll get like 10,000 views on a video, and there's not like you don't get a report. YouTube doesn't say like, this is why this video didn't get views. So I'm just trying to figure out and find a way to like better consolidate my creativity into a viewable way that you guys enjoy most of all. And I think we've picked up fans from so many different games, so many different eras, so many different consoles, so many different places, that everybody wants something a little bit different. But I'm wondering if maybe we can find some common ground, and what you guys think about the idea of splitting things into a gaming only and then a everything else channel, if that would be better, and if sort of, making it GhostRobo over here and Zach over here, and they're both me, but they appeal to different people and build different audiences and do different things, if that might be the best idea. Because trying to pack it all into GhostRobo is tricky for me, because I wake up every morning like, I don't know what people want me to do. And again, you could say just do what you want, but what I want is doing everything. Like, that's the problem. I really like just being completely sporadic and playing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, some of this, some of that. At the same time, it's kind of making me insane. So that has been where my mind has been lately. Let me know where your mind has been in the comments, on Twitter, email, ghostrobo@gmail.com. Either way, I love connecting with you guys. It's something that I've maintained from 10 subscribers to 10,000 to 100,000 to 1 million to now where we sit at 1.2. I try to keep contact with people and make people, feel noticed and appreciated and happy. I can't reach everybody, but I do go out of my way to spend tons of time during the day tweeting, emailing, replying, and doing some fun stuff for some people and surprises and stuff like that. So thank you guys for being awesome. Thank you guys for supporting me and being here. It's been 5 years almost, which is freaking crazy. October 10th, 2010 2015 will be the 5-year anniversary, which is just so much. Like, I feel like I'm married to you guys, and we have like 1.2 million babies, which is insanely creepy. So let's rewind and forget that I said that, and you guys just go have a great day. I'll have a great day. We'll all have a great day. Remember, if you get down, focus on the good. Find the things that make you happy, whether it's the sun shining, your favorite Pokemon card, the best new game releasing, your brother who takes good care of you, or the food on your table. Find something to focus on that brings you joy, even if it's small. Start there and build. It has to be a climb. It has to be progressive. It can't be all at once. Even for me, even for you can't go from 0 to 100 real quick unless you're Drake. And even that's a total lie. It's just a song. It's just a rap. It's not reality. So focus on the good. Make it even better And until next time, guys and girls, thanks for making me better. I hope to do the same for you guys and for your time on YouTube and your days in general. Until that time, though, drink so much all. Thanks again, and we will see you all later.